Hi there, my name is Harry and I live over here at the bottom of Ireland. And a couple of weeks ago I started doing a series of tutorials about Cocos3d. A friend asked me what I was doing in my spare time, and I was saying that apart from doing a bit of sports, I was trying to learn a bit of programming, and this was what I was using. So I started doing the series and found that it was doing me a lot of good. So I decided hopefully it would do other people who are starting with Cocos3d some good. For those of you who don't know, it's Cocos3d is developed by this crowd, the Brenwell Workshop, and primarily by a guy called Bill Hollings. And it's a framework that works on top of Cocos2d for making games for iOS and for the Mac using Objective-C. This is the kind of the homepage right here, brenwell.com, Cocos3d, and there's a lot of good starting up information there. And down at the bottom of the page, there's some how to learn it. I'm even mentioned there, and there's links to the API and other good stuff. Doing the course, or I suppose course is a bit strong, but anyway, what I won't be teaching Cocos2d. I'd expect that people would have some idea of that. For anyone who's absolutely starting, Cocos2d is over here at iphone.org, and there's great forum support here. The forum is where people who are developing their own games share information, ask questions about Cocos2d, and that's actually the Cocos3d part of the forum. So there's lots of information available. If a good place to start is over here at Ray Wenderlich tutorials, raywenderlich.com, and he does a great line in starting you off on Objective-C there. And further down, as you may have noticed, I had over the beginning game programming with Cocos2d, and there's even an intermediate part. He's got courses and everything. There's the intermediate part on Cocos2d. So there's loads of information out there and on YouTube as well about Cocos2d. But unfortunately, there hasn't been a whole lot of stuff about Cocos3d, and that's kind of where I started thinking this might be a good idea. My own background is, as I said, I just do it as a hobby. I have a game up on the App Store. It's a Cocos2d game called Hurling, and it's a little tribute to the best game on the planet. And this uses Cocos2d. I did actually, when I was developing it, use a bit of Cocos3d. I wasn't 100% sure what I was doing at the time, but it seems to kind of work out. But I certainly, before I developed a 3D version of it, I wanted to have a very good handle of how the Cocos3d framework works, and I'm finding this course is helping me do that. Things you'll need to have or know about during the course are Blender. Blender is a 3D modeling program that I'm sure you're all aware of, but it's free, it's very good. You can also use Maya and Max, 3ds Max, but I use Blender. We need to go get some stuff from the Image Tech, they're called Imagination Technology. The Power VR SDK is some bit we'll be using the tools of that. Also during the playlist I mentioned GIMP, I'd say a couple of times. That's another free, very handy program, kind of like Photoshop, but I actually find it easier to use. And then finally, just want to mention Make Human. At some point, probably later on in the course, I'll show you how to get a model from Make Human, get it into Blender, animate it, and then get it into Cocos3d and run an app. Just would use an animated model. So that's about the size of it. I'll start off just doing an introduction to how you get Cocos3d up and running, and get the demos going, and then I'll probably get stuck into scenes and layers, into a bit of materials, animations, and progress like that. I hope to keep the course pretty fresh. If I have made a video and I feel that it's things have moved on or I didn't explain things properly, I'll go back and redo it. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoy it. If you're interested in it, please subscribe and stick any questions you want below the videos on YouTube. And I'll see you there. Okay, thank you. Good luck.